The water feels lovely today, and for today we are going to build a few couple of buildings, and I want to see if my villages already have been breeding. Now, in the last episode, I said let's build a few couple of buildings, and after I was done editing, I realized I only built one building. So I'm gonna make it up with you guys. We're gonna build extra buildings for today's episode. Now, just a little bit off camera progress down here. I have decided I want to make my tree farm right down here, and or I already have a creation ready for one of the episodes. I would like to build here a tree saw log cutter or log cutter, something like that. I have a very nice idea. It's going to include water, so I'm going to need to play around with that sooner or later, and the wood will end up, of course, in there. There will be a bridge down here, all kinds of crazy ideas. And or I've been laying out a little path for the roading, and I actually stopped right down there so I can think about what I want to do more. Of course, I've also been doing some other things like grinding. I'm by far not done, but this is not gonna happen anytime soon. It's just to prepare you guys that there will be an episode where we're gonna build roads. Another thing I've been doing, as you can see, a little bit of digging out and or, wow, look at that, it's all lit up. Now the thing here is, I came across like a crystal type of deal when I went into the cave right down there, to level 16, then I went like that way, and when I went that way there was this crystal purple stuff, and when I went this way, I noticed like a hole. So I thought I'm going to need to have a lot of gravel. Let's get into the hole and see if I can find like gravel chunks and or andesite. So I start working my way up, and then I ended up in this cave, which is kind of cool. So I lit up the whole place and I went discovering the cave. In the end, I had like 2 stacks of iron, 2 stacks of lapis, a bit of gold, a bit of redstone, and also some glowing squidfish died, so I took the glowing squidfish sacks. And I think I've used 5 to 6 stacks of lights. Alright, you guys already... I might need to stay in this area though. I did give them a few couple of times bread, but every time I walked away from this area. So that might be the cause that they didn't have been breeding. I noticed at the other village while I was rebuilding it that as I was there, I saw, little villagers wandering around. I had the same with renovating that village. As I was there doing my stuff, I saw these little ones running around. Extra golems came into the town. Stuff like that. So, it's gonna get nighttime. Not on my watch. The first building, or at least the idea for the shop that I would like to make, is a bookstore type of thing. So for a book trader, which is going to be super handy, and or I want to make at least a store for enchantment table, very important. After that, I would like to also make how about a weaponsmith type of deal. Let me see, anything new that I need to tell you guys about? Not really, actually. Yeah, I got also a lot of glass prepared. I got some, not much emerald. I still have this stuff, that stuff, and this stuff. I do have a few couple of this. So what I want to do with these guys, besides, having this for sites, like the logs like that, maybe some couple of them onto the roof. Now I have an idea. Something just popped up in my mind. I would like to use some... Do I have like... No. Huh? Spruce logs. I would swear that I had some of these very dark type of logs. Oh yeah, and I found in the cave 1 diamond. Now, it's not very effective if you really want to dig deep for certain resources, but if you have like only 3 iron pickaxes and you want to have a whole bunch of iron, cave exploring can save up some time. Because I got like 2 stacks of iron, while normally with 3 pickaxes I end up with maybe 30 to 40 iron. Why is it called spruce logs? Is this the one? Ah, there we go. I need a couple of these guys. You know what? Let's bring on a half stack of this. Let's grab a couple of those, and plenty of them. Now, I have also got tons of these baked stones. I have been using the forge, which is right down in this area. And I've said to myself, every time when I've done 6 times stone baking, I'm going to put at least 1 stack in a chest, even though I don't, I need to use it. So after a long while doing that process, you got like a whole chest full of these baked stones. Very good. I want to do things a little bit quick. So the first building we're going to make is this exact replica. And I would like to make the building right down here. And so here she is, the exact, well, almost exact replica of the building. The only thing that I had to change were the stones, because I figured out if I use the same stones, which are these ones, it might look a little, too much of the same. So I just changed the stones a bit. I also changed this building a little bit, because I figured out things were blending in a little too much with the spruce trapdoors and spruce this, and I also changed like the color of these, between the woods there. Changed the doors. I made this red kind of look a bit like a carpet type of idea, and it looks way better than it did before. So this building is finished. Let me just quickly show you around. It's like this. We're gonna make a bookstore out of this. It will contain a lectern. Here is the room where the villager can sleep. And or the backside is, empty. Just like this. Later on, cramming a road here, I will just, use my fantasy in order to make it look nice. For now, this is fine. I think you should work piece by piece, or else the side of the building is gonna be like boring, like one flat type of wall. Something I don't want. I decided to close up this window so I don't have to make an extra room. This room will be just like this. I might need to hang a painting onto the wall, or maybe some bookcases. Speaking about bookcases, I took all of the paper that I took from the sugarcane farm. And I brought everything, well, a lot down here. I made 1 book already. And I got some picture frames and stuff. Wanted to do this together since I haven't really made a bookcase just yet. So let's see, I want to grab some of these guys. And then we need to make a bookcase. Right? I'm gonna need 3 books. So let's make, how does this work? Like that, and then like that. Okay, we got 11. Then we can make 1 of these. And then we can make a lectern. We need slabs, that's fine. We have some here. Lectern. Now we have this guy. Book. Let's make all of these. It's just 2 for now. What I will do. Let me just place this together. A few. Not everything, but just to give you a bit of an idea how the shop will be. I just need to make also a sign. Probably need to make a few ton of books. But long story short, it's gonna be a super simple store. So I'm going to place this guy right in the middle. I like that a lot. And these dudes will be, in the back. And there will be a counter, picture frame on here with a sign and stuff. Now these dudes, I still don't have any bebes. Alright, I'm just gonna feed them some bread again. Just like that. Well, anyhow, I just need to keep doing it, and then probably somewhere I need to be lucky. If not, then I might need to place some workbenches there and make them like ultimate traders. So what I will do now Well, let me just explain you. I have a little bit of a problem down here because the next building I would like to build it on this side, right? Which means I'm gonna get a little bit of a gap. But I have an idea. I would like to make a super small alleyway down here, and we're going to jam in like, yeah, I would like to make something mysterious down here, like a mysterious little store or something. I'm not sure just yet what, but things will be fine. So let's make the next building right out here. I think something like this will do. It's a beautiful building. Yes, we also have a new type of block down here. Now these blocks can be found at these portals that are scattered all over our world. If you harvest these blocks and you put them into the furnace, then you can get netherite bricks, and with these bricks you can make this kind of stuff. And I thought, why not just try to jam in something new? And I like having that little, it's not really pink, but it's also not white. It's actually called white terracotta. But you know, with this, yeah, I think I like it a lot actually. Now, I've also changed the whole plan with being that a bookstore to make this a bookstore. As you can see, there are books on the side here. And indoors it looks like this. Yes, I need to place one more of these. Just a simple bookstore. And right down here there are two beds. This is the room. Like that. And then this is like a balcony. I just need to place something down here. And people can just take books and read it outside. And then on the back here, this is actually the first building that I have 3 sides of it closed off. Here's like a little, something, just a dummy empty part here. And with this empty part, I want to make sure that you can access all of the back sides. There's one ladder here, and then you can visit all the, places where you shouldn't come, or at least for the villagers. Now on this side, I already have a plan what I want to do. I got here a waterfall. And I might need to place down some green stuff on there, make it look hanging, something. Just to add a little extra. Now this road is going to be inclined this way. Somewhere towards the middle. And then I want to have a road going inclined that way, I think. So I need to connect this road up too. Just have to see how things work out. And then this might just be like a mini park type of deal. Will there be flowers, bushes, benches, and that kind of stuff? Now, I have not came across a trader with, what is it called? Jungle tree, so I don't have really anything new just yet. I'm also not just sure what I want to do with this room. I just removed all the books. And of course here I got a nice sign to fill in. Now, the next building is going to be right down here. It's going to be the exact same building as I showed you in the creative mode, with actually more pink purplish type of deal and dark wood. And it is exactly 10 wide. Now, on this side, I need to come up with something, but it's probably, I hope, will be the exact second floor there. So from the back, it will be something different. Now, once again, from the front, I somehow miscalculated stuff, and the building itself is 14 wide in the creative build, which this block actually falls outside of this block. So for some reason it's too wider, but it's okay. I can still, come up with this alleyway type of deal, something to put down there. Now, one other thing, as you can see, something changed up here. I came to the idea, like, how can I prevent things from blocking off from the view of my kingdom? I could place like a massive building here, but it's not gonna work out. So I thought all of a sudden, you have those places in France and other parts of the world where you have like these wine bushes on a stairways type of deal. And I thought, I need to fix that. So this was something that will come along slowly but surely, because I'm going to have a lot of these bushes, and these bushes, you need to place down a mossy block, then put bone meal on it, and then hope that you get that bushy, because you can also get a bush with the flowers on it, which is okay. It just takes a lot of work to get some of that. And then at some point I need to decide where to go with it, or where to stop or where not to stop. So this is not gonna be like a finished project because it needs to go along the way with the other stuff. Now I am gonna need to put it on creative for a second because I need to show you from the sky. Now this will just continue as far as possible until here somewhere. I want to keep this as mountainish, then it drops off, something like that. And this might go around the corner just for a bit. I just want to make sure that I keep a little bit of the natural stuff, but this whole chunk here will be gone. Now another thing that I'm having a bit of a problem with, and I tried to, well, I actually did some research on it, is I still don't have a villager. I mean, I did my best, right? I just need to clear my throat for a second. There we go. So I have been giving these guys the max trait, as you can see, it's master, both of them, because apparently that will help the chances of making a baby. The thing here is I trade bread with them. Here are potatoes, here are carrots. I try to do a lot in order to make them, you know, breedable. I need to put it back so I don't do anything stupid. Go there. But for some reason it doesn't really work out, or I need to have more patience with it, or whatever. So what I am gonna do, I'm just gonna keep building all these shops around. And one thing I also would like to do is make like a building down here, which has a farm inside, or better to say maybe on the roof with a glass roof thing on it. Something nice where the farm villager can, you know, be a farmer. And I would like to have 2 of these dudes there. So what I might end up doing here is I'll remove all of the beds, which I'm gonna do right now, and I'm just going to keep 1 extra bed in the building somewhere on the other side. What I would like to do is I would like to release those 2 dudes, which will then kinda, I hope, be forced to be farmers in this nearby building. And because they are farmers, they automatically have all the food what they need, like carrots and potatoes or beetroots. Then I only have to feed them bread. And because I'm gonna give them 2 beds in this building, they probably will sleep there. And then I wanna have this building near it, which is gonna contain another 2 beds. Then I'm gonna take a 3rd villager from the town, bring him here. Then there are 4 beds, 3 villages. Then, you know, 2 villages must sleep together, and 2 villages are farmers. So the chance will be higher and more likelier, I'll guess, for them to breed. When they have another villager, I will make another bed in a building nearby, and so on. I hope that they're finally going to start breeding, because so far I kind of fail. But enough about that, let's fix this building. Now that looks kind of fine. I did decide to make it 1 floor lower in order to make the roof flat instead of more pointy. So the view of my castle will be lesser blocked, and I can still see kinda right down here at the middle square. Now let me just show you indoors. Also, these torches need to be replaced with, if I'm not wrong, it's called soul lamps, and I'm going to need to go to the nether and or figure out how to actually fix that, because I have no idea. So this is inside the store. I quite like the grayish against the wall, and the bedroom is right down here. So just enough for 2 beds. I'm not sure this yet what I want to put in here. I really like those leaves, and I thought it was very difficult to get those flower leaves. Also up here, as you can see, and now I'm seeing this. I'm not quite sure if this is the correct place for this, or that I need to put it more inwards. I might need to just place it, maybe right down here, I'll guess. So yeah, these flowers are growing against it. See, a little bit less gray. Because having this flat onto each other doesn't look very good. That's something that will work out. Anyhow, the indoors here is pretty dark, as you can see. And overall, I'm happy with this one. And also there, I'm going to have solar lamps. Now, what I will do is, for the next episode, of course, I will just make a few couple of creations. Of course, we need to have a growing garden. I need to make a few couple of buildings. Or I want to make like a nice big building there. And I want to use like a total different type of stone. Maybe multiply different type of stones instead of just having everything woodish. I think I would like to make something with big pillars and more marble-ish type of deal. Not quite sure just yet what I want to put in there, but I'm gonna make a few couple of creations trying to create something different but still stay in the same era of the buildings that I already have. And then sooner or later, yeah, that should be finished. Now over there I got this beautiful tree. And for the people who doesn't know, these trees normally in the wild are pretty rare. There are two different type of cave biomes so far, and there will be another one added, which is some type of just like in the Nether, you have these cities, and they want to add them here too. And it's kind of tricky city. Just looking for this stuff here. Yeah, they want to add them in here too, so we'll have two biomes and then have like this dark city, and it's really freaky from what I've seen. And one of the cave biomes is actually with dripping stone, and the other biome is like it's like a cave with this kind of stuff in there, except for the tree. They also have like these hanging vines type of deal with lamps in there. Now let me take this. If you have one of these from a trader, one moss block, you can settle for everything. Basically this, then that. Then you get like moss carpet and this tree. Now you can also get this tree without flowers. I had one there without flowers. When you do this, you get a big guy. And of course, when you cut one of these down, you have a chance of receiving the small bush back. There we go. Yeah, and but mainly, of course, you wanna, with a shears, you wanna get these leaves off from it. And there is also one other funny thing actually with these leaves. No. Give me, yeah, okay, this one. So you can actually do this and make it quite high. Now, of course, the recommendation for this is to put it on a dark background or something, because obviously this is transparent and this one is not transparent. I wish to wear non-transparent or at least transparent bushes so you can, stack it up. And it also works kind of for these guys. And it's quite handy though to have that, working like that. Or higher bushes or something, instead of just placing it on the ground, right? You have like a little root type of deal underneath. So yeah, one moss and you're settled for a whole biome with all kinds of new stuff. If not, then you have to find one of those trees, and these trees can best be found in old birch forest / mushroom or spruce forest, places where these trees can be seen easily. Because if you have one of these caves in a area like that, yeah, you're going to search for a very long time. So that is what I just wanted to show you. Let me know what you think of these buildings, and in the next episode we're gonna find down a couple more of these things. I hope to actually finish at least the square building surroundings.